welcome back to the Parent Edit podcast and this new fashion series that I am so excited to be bringing you in collaboration with Charlotte Kewley from The Little Stylist. We're going to be taking you through all the latest and greatest launches and releases in the world of children's fashion. I'm very excited to introduce Charlotte to you today. She knows everything there is to know about children's fashion. So thank you for joining me today, Charlotte. For our listeners that might not know you, can you give us a brief rundown of how you ended up being a children's fashion stylist? Because it's niche, but it is so needed.
It is. So I started off a long time ago on magazines. I was first on teen magazines, Sugar magazine, if anyone remembers that.
Iconic.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And then I did women's styling, I did celebrity music. After having my eldest, I did a bit more women's and kids. And then after my second, which was quite soon after, I just focused on baby and kids wear. I started The Little Stylist because I just love doing little edits of my favourite things and what to shop. Basically always looking at baby and kids wear for work, for personal, for the kids, for everything. So I just wanted somewhere to be able to put it all.
So you're a mum of 3 now, but do you find that your taste for kids wear changes as your children age, or are you still obsessed with baby stuff?
I'm still obsessed with baby stuff.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people who will always be broody.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely changes. And I think it probably aligns a little bit with them as they get older. Like my son went through a real mini Radini stage of wearing like leopard print, really cool stuff. So I probably got more into that at that point. But I'll always love the real heritage, lovely baby pieces.
The great thing about children getting older in fashion is that their pieces last a little bit longer, and as babies you really do only get to enjoy the products for a fleeting moment in time before they've moved on.
Yes, you do. But then I feel like a lot of the pieces that I buy for baby are real sort of heirloom pieces that you then buy, take care of, pass down, and pack away for future grandchildren.
Yeah.
Not at that stage yet, but at some point. And also a lot of them are so well made, just so beautiful, that they have a really good resale value.
Yeah.
So I have sold some pieces that I wasn't as attached to on Vinted and things like that. And actually the resale value is really good, which makes it kind of in my maths.
Yeah, sure, that's girl math.
Okay, to
absolutely
purchase.
Or if you're looking for an heirloom piece, again, go to a second-hand resale site.
Exactly.
Because there is often the ability to pick up something really special.
Yes.
We're coming into autumn, winter now. Is there anything you see in the kind of children's wear space that like comes up time and time again, or something that you spot and you think, this time of year, like that's a must buy? What's your go-to at this time of year?
Kids fashion is pretty circular, and the whole trend thing, I feel like you don't really do trends for kids, do you? So I feel like it is quite predictable. It's like everyone's now buying rainwear, winter coats, boots, Halloween, starting to get nearer to Christmas. You always have the same things. You have like the bright block colours, you have the florals, you have the stripe. It's quite repetitive, but each season it is different. Like new brands come, they put their own twist on things, they make it fun.
I think what we're also seeing, and like a lot of our readers and listeners will love as well, is these kind of like European and Scandi brands. They know what they're doing in terms of like fun, bright prints and block colours and those kind of things. I like to see them through the winter as well myself. I'm a traditionalist, but I do love a bit of bright colour on a child.
For a while I went into the sort of all neutral tones, and I do love that. I still think there's a place for it, but I definitely believe that fashion should be a bit more playful for children as well.
Let kids be
I
kids.
think a bit of colour. I don't know about a neon bright in the odd time, but a primary colour done well, and really cool prints like the mini Radini, the Bobo, the tiny cottons. Like it's so fun and cool.
Anyone that channels a bit of 80s, 90s, I love. Is there any brands on your radar right now that are relatively newly launched that people might not have heard of that we should know about?
Tiny Colours, they are a bit like American Apparel for kids. So they do really good basics. So a t-shirt, sweatshirt, puffer jacket, trousers, cords, shirt, all in about 8 different colours, but really good colours. So some bright, some more neutral, just really good staple pieces that you want in a kid's wardrobe.
So that's good for building out a staple basic wardrobe, or if you have a child that's not mad into prints.
Phil Gosson, I know you've heard about those.
We're lucky enough to have a few of their pieces today.
Yes, so they do amazing Western boots and just really cool jackets.
I feel like that's a bit of a trend. But I'm here for it.
Oh yeah, completely here for it. They're really cool. I feel like it's a brand doing something really different and unique.
Also, quality.
The quality is amazing.
I'm sure the resale value on that is going to hold for years. They are pieces to invest in.
Yeah, they are. They're real statement pieces. My daughter has the Western boots and wears them all the time. They're amazing.
So fun.
So I think you've seen the Binny Bamba and Bobo collab, which is it's just a different way of doing sheepskin as well, because it's always been very neutral and calming, and just to have a little bit of colour and fun in there.
I feel like that's quite 80s, 90s.
Yeah, you've done really well.
So well. We've pulled in a few brands. Do you want to pick some of your favourite coats?
So Bobo and actually also Tiny Cottons and Mini Rodini all do these coats really well that are just a bit more fun than your regular sort of traditional
I love
navy
the
or black
sheepskin collar as well.
Yeah, it's so cute. It's the prints that really make it. I think this one's a baby size, but they do them in kid size as well. They are expensive, these coats, but they're not actually that much more expensive than the high street now, because I feel like everything has risen in price so much. Sure. And they're a real investment, and also they have a really good resale value for pre-loved as well.
And it's worth picking up these bits in the sales or asking for them for gifts.
Luna and Curious, aren't they?
Yes.
And they stock so many great brands. And if you're going to spend on something, coats and outerwear, coats and shoes, I think is where you spend it.
Especially if you're going to have more children or plan to have more children. I have found spending money on my child so much easier now I know I'm having a second. I can justify that with, well, we'll get 2 uses out of it.
And also, you know that these pieces will last.
Speaking of heirloom pieces, I want to call this a dress coat.
Beautiful. La Coqueta, for those sorts of pieces, are just absolutely beautiful. I think La Coqueta were one of the first labels that made me fall in love with kids wear.
And can you imagine like a little navy pair of flabellas with this, like white ties? La Coqueta is one of my top tier brands for like beautiful heirloom pieces. I love everything they do.
I don't think we can talk about kids winter coats anymore without talking about Toastie, who have just sort of dominated recently.
So fun.
Their baby suits and also their kids coats. I think mine have had them for like the last 4 years.
The pieces are genuinely very, very warm.
Yes,
like it is worth buying for the warmth. So my daughter, she wore her snowsuit at 18 months nearly every day out in the garden, every single day. And then when we went skiing, I took it and she wore it in the mountains in the snow.
Yeah.
She was warm and snug as a bug. And it's not even marketed as kind of ski tech, but I think it is abundantly clear that what they're doing with their materials and their products, perfect if you're like a really outdoorsy family. Love Toastie. Can't go wrong with Toastie.
Yeah, big fan.
Practical but stylish. Let's talk fabrics. I think I really underestimated how noticeable I would find quality of fabrics. I think cheaper basics are great when you get to sending them to nursery. But when they're babies, if you can, and it is a luxury, but you know, if you've got a gift registry or baby registry, asking people for those items that are actually really beautiful on baby skin, I don't think you regret. Really loved this piece from Engel that we got sent to us, which is like this baby all-in-one, a neutral, of course, but obviously then unisex.
That can also be worn as sort of a baby grow indoors as well, and then you can keep it on.
It's like a pram suit. Yeah. So this is 100% wool.
Great thing about those is that the baby doesn't overheat in it as well because of the natural fibres.
And you could buy this in a bigger size, and then because it's got the fold-over feet, it doesn't matter if it's big on them to start with.
That's like the creme de la creme of baby dressing. Yeah.
I think everything we've pulled in is a great gift.
Yeah.
Also Childrenswear. I love this. I love this for girls and boys.
That's the great thing about the brand, that most of their stuff is unisex and it lasts for ages. I think my daughter had a pair of the leggings for about 3 or 4 years.
Amazing. There is some brands that just kind of grow and grow with them. So this is a 2 to 3, which I find Organic Zoo quite generous, I would say. That's a really nice kind of autumn winter transitional piece because it's thin enough that you could layer something underneath it or a jumper underneath it and use it as a coat.
Yeah.
Or pop it over a long sleeve tee in kind of autumn winter.
Yeah, I've got a little one from M&S here. M&S is just on fire at the moment, isn't it? They can do no wrong. So you always need just a practical, waterproof nursery to head out in the rain in. M&S do that really, really well.
Yeah, for me that is a nursery bag item. Speaking of like really practical pieces, JoJo, I think they do some really great kind of practical all year round buys. So this is like pack away dungarees.
Oh my god, they're dungarees.
Yeah,
and
this is an all-in-one.
That's really cute. For forest school and things like that, that's amazing.
Heirloom heritage pieces are all very well, but you do also need, at the end of the day, something the kids to run out and get dirty in. I've actually got some shoes from M&S. These little boys' boots. I think these are really nice, practical boots with a very thick sole on them.
Are they M&S as well? Those are the ones next
These
to
are M&S. These are such a good piece to show.
These are really cute.
How practical and hard-wearing do they look?
I really like them.
I really like them.
They're a great nursery shoe too.
They're a great nursery shoe. They're really hard-wearing and grippy. These would be good probably for kind of like icy walks to school. Yeah. And obviously it's M&S, so
and
these
really
go
reasonable
up.
price.
Yeah, £30, but I think they're going to do you all winter long. And I really like the fact that this is adjustable in tightness on the top there. So props to M&S. Rosie Sugden has been around for a while, but these just
make me broody. My womb aches when I talk about things like this. I mean, I think part of the reason I had a third child was to be able to put her in a bonnet.
These are the pieces that you're going to hand down, and I just couldn't not highlight them.
They're beautiful. They're so soft. Are they cashmere?
I think they're 100% wool. Maybe they're a cashmere blend, but they're the softest wool I've ever felt, if that's the case.
Cardigans as well. And the colours that she uses is just, I think it's really clever and such a lovely gift.
Such a lovely gift.
Will your baby be wearing these?
1000%.
Can I hold your baby?
Yes. That is like the one thing when I see gifts that I want to get pregnant friends, I'm like, oh, it's got to be one of these.
And the Binny Bamba as well. That's the other thing that I'd buy.
Like the Binny Bamba collab. Hopefully it's not sold out by the time we put this out. When you have a baby, you're often gifted quite mainstream stuff. I didn't know what I wanted when I first had a child.
Yeah, when you're pregnant, when you have your first baby, you're really clueless as to what baby and kids wear brands there are because you don't really think about that. You might think about the sort of white baby grows coming home from the hospital, but you don't really think much more about it. I think often you don't let yourself, and then you're sort of thrown into this whole world, and there's so many amazing brands, but you don't often hear about them. So many beautiful baby brands now. The Shrimps baby, it's so beautiful. Just really, really cute cardigans, bonnets, bloomers.
We're very big fans of Mini Bowden in my house. That's probably like my go-to everyday staple children's brand.
They're doing such a good job, and their shoots at the moment look amazing as well. And they have some really, really great hero pieces, or the tartan. I think there's a little tartan coat and a little tartan dress at the moment, which are top of my list. And cardigans and knitwear, they always do really well, really good quality, affordable.
Now, do you know what they do, which I don't know that you'll be a fan of, so I'm interested.
I know what you're going to say.
Matching.
I actually don't mind matching.
Okay.
When it's done well. I don't like matching when it's like a full outfit, completely identical. But I love matching when it's just a nod to it. And I think Bowden do it well with the cardigans and the jumpers. I really like that. Organic Zoo do it really well. Myself and my daughter both have their trousers, the gingham trousers.
Claude & Co.
Claude & Co do
we
it
don't
really
have any of
well.
their pieces,
No.
but I'll put it on the screen now. I've seen a couple of people wearing this cardigan.
The green one.
Yeah. And then like the baby version.
Yeah.
That I like.
That's another baby brand actually that's smashing it at the moment.
Let's circle back to boys' fashion because it definitely doesn't get as much airtime as the girls' stuff.
I think it has got so much better in the last sort of 10 years.
Yeah.
It did used to be that boys wore things with tractors or trains and things like that on, and girls had pink frilly things. But since then we've had so many gender neutral small brands launch. I wrote a thing for, I think it was for The Independent, on the top 10 gender neutral baby brands, and actually I was spoiled for choice because there are brands like Organic Zoo, like Claude & Co, like Binny Bamba. Even the high street now do it so much better than they ever did before. H&M, the Adorables collection, a lot of that's gender neutral now. And then brands like Bobo and Tiny Cottons and Winken, the majority of their collections are now gender neutral, and some of them are more boy focused. There's not that many brands that are just boy.
No.
Whereas there are brands that are just girl.
This jacket from Winken that we sourced via Lunar and Curious, the independent store. I mean, so fun for boys. I would also put this on a girl personally, but I have a boyish sense of style and a very pink girl.
And Winken is such a good brand this season. The heart print knit vest up there is from Winken as well. And they've done these really cute red socks with eyes on the back, cute details, and it goes up to bigger sizes as well. It's a really good brand to keep an eye on at the moment. And also it's a great one to search on Vinted. And you could layer that as well. You could use it as a cardigan type coat.
Yeah,
and
really
same with
like that.
this, with the fleece.
piece. This is another organic zoo piece. I think this is definitely unisex, but just a great layering piece for autumn winter. I think it's just timeless.
And just beautifully made.
Going back to La Coqueta and kind of like the boyish theme, I did look at this and think this would actually be really smart on a girl as well.
Yeah, I would have 100% put that.
This I love. It's just, to me, kind of screams
Sunday
the Royals
best.
Christmas photo.
I reckon a royal will wear that.
You heard it here first, ladies.
I'd like that in adult size for
I'd
me.
really like that in adult size. Autumn winter wear, obviously it's really important that we talk about shoes. I think you've got your practical and your fun shoes. So starting at the practical end, timeless, unisex, can't go wrong. Yellow Wellingtons.
Yeah, you always need a pair of yellow wellies. And you actually need 2 pairs if your child goes to nursery, don't
I
you?
think I've got to be on 3 at the moment. So we've got 2 childcare settings and at home. So yeah, I love JoJo for fun, classic, timeless, primary colours.
Yeah, that's something that they do really well.
And resales. I love these from Gola.
I love Gola trainers.
Underrated.
Yeah, really underrated.
These are gorgeous.
They're
so
really
big
cute.
fan of those. I've also got a piece down here from M&S.
Oh,
Obviously.
they're cute.
They're just really fun. We'll go with lots and like tights and floral dresses, but also kind of boots and jeans vibes.
Really cute and good for Halloween too.
Very good for a Halloween outfit.
I've got Zig and Star, which are one of my favourite shoe brands. They just do the coolest boots. These leopard print boots are just, they're amazing, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then these are new colourway for autumn, and this is the bronze, and then they also do a more sort of yellow golden pair as well. But I just think they're so cool, and they're the type that kids love to wear, shiny boots.
They look very comfort first.
They are very comfort first. They're really well made. Zig and Star is just a really great independent brand.
I feel like they would also go Halloween through to Christmas, that style.
Yeah, they could be for casual or for a more dressy look, but they're a really good brand. You've also got brands like Bow Books that do that really well. Their Jodhpur boot is a real classic.
Let's touch on Halloween. We've got a couple of pieces. I mean, God, it's just so fun for kids. It's so adorable.
Look, I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah, I'll put it on the screen in case it's not clear.
This bit goes on the head, on the baby's head, and then you wrap this bit round, and then they have that little snail on. Does their head go through there?
So fun.
It's
not very scary.
Yeah, not very scary. You just want a picture of your baby dressed as a snail.
They also sent a ladybug outfit that is equally as fun. For the kind of toddler age, they're perfect.
Yes.
Now, if we were going a fraction scarier, Rockahula.
So this is the Rockahula Dinosaur. It's so soft.
But also so nice if you're stocking up of your emergency fancy dress. I'm thinking like World Book Day emergency,
that's
right?
exactly what I thought.
Can
This is
put
Zog,
these capes
isn't it?
over
World Book
everything.
Day. Yes, yeah. It does give me the ick with Halloween that how much plastic is bought and how many things are wasted. But actually something like this is probably a more sensible buy because you can wear it for a lot more things. It also isn't a specific size, so it lasts a good few years. It's good quality, so it can be sold after.
Fun for dress up at home.
Yeah, really cute. They've done that really well.
And they have a few other cape options as well on the site, which is really fun.
Other brand that also does really good fancy dress.
Yes.
Mary.
They've got a new store in Notting Hill, but they're obviously online and they do everything that you could possibly ever want for parties and dress up.
Yeah, a good one-stop shop for everything for Halloween.
Yes. And then you do have your kind of like supermarket faves and your M&S and your H&M for good options for kids Halloween wear. But yeah, if you're looking for something a bit more timeless that maybe does more than just one party.
Yeah.
Or you can put in the dressing up box at home.
Yeah. But the other place to get Halloween stuff I think is the best is Vinted. Especially if your child wants to be a K-pop demon hunter.
Niche.
Or Wednesday, because you can buy all the little bits, all the little random bits that they want for not much, sell them again afterwards, or keep them and pass them down.
Who's on your radar at the moment?
Okay, so a few of my favourite pieces. Tiny Cottons, I love this fleece, I want this for my son.
Stunning.
It's really cute. That one's from Luna and Curious.
Unisex.
Totally unisex.
Love that.
Yeah.
So soft.
And I'm pretty sure that they do a baby snowsuit of this as well. Happyology.
Love them.
Most well known for doing really girly things, but actually they do some really cute boys bits. The little shacket's really cute. They've
nice transitional piece.
Yeah, I'm a bit obsessed with this. Just look how cute this is, and look at the little. Look at that.
with little white tights.
It's gorgeous. And then Little Cotton Clothes,
Nice.
another of my favourite brands. They've just launched their latest autumn-winter collection. It's just so pretty. It's just really charming, nostalgic, gorgeous pieces for baby as well.
For baby, but
Your
also
baby.
kind of heirloom. They're going to have them for years.
So Apollina launched last Thursday their latest collection. It always sells out immediately. I managed to get the Marissa overall, which is like the quilted outerwear overall. It's beautiful. Their pieces are just incredible. It's insane. And then Nights by Wilder is
Yep.
one of my all-time favourites. They are famous for the patty dresses that can be worn during the day as well. So my
Wow.
kids end up living in them in summer and then layering them up in winter.
So
this is the
fun.
same brand, Phil Garçon, that do the cowboy boots. This is their outerwear. And I mean, it's a pretty special piece.
If you have a little girl with lots of personality
Yes.
and who loves cowboy boots, that
It's
is
the dream.
piece for you.
Yeah.
A lot of the best children's brands are definitely moving into adult sizes, which I'm here for.
And hopefully more might, because I
Yeah.
always just love...
I know.
They're so much more fun.
So much
than
more
women's.
fun. And trend-led pieces are not always, what you want. Sometimes you just want like fun and spontaneous
Yeah.
and
I think
print.
trends have changed so much now that we don't all want to follow one trend. You just want stylish pieces that work with your wardrobe.
And people are so much more conscious of buying pieces that actually suit them.
Yeah.
Like I buy so much less.
Yes.
Because now I just wait till I really see something I love and I can't stop thinking about it. So I just wait until I see something that I really love. And that might be high street or that might be, a more independent brand. But I think if you're in the position to do it for kids, I mean, listen, we all do our emergency dashes to M&S.
Yeah.
But if you're in the position to kind of plan ahead a bit,
Yeah.
so worth it.
All these pieces are all really well made,
Yeah.
sustainably made. And it's also
Yeah.
really nice to support small brands, isn't it?
Absolutely. So everyone we've spoken about today is going to be linked in the bio below, and you can shop all these pieces online now at theparentedit.co.uk. Thank you so much for your time. I'm so excited to get on to our next episode in this series. So make sure you are following and you subscribe on our YouTube channel, or you follow us on socials, because there is going to be something very exciting coming up very soon between us. And if you don't already, follow Charlotte at The Little Stylist.